science, but at what cost to our land? Because we still have to be here and generations have to be here. So I am so behind the pushback that the Hawaiian people are doing about this, because you have such a valid point. They have a valid point. There are many other telescopes there. Why do we need a new, bigger one? And that seems to be the American way. And
bigger and better. That's right. Yeah.
Right. And at what cost? Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you there. That just is
really
struck me.
Not at all. Yeah, it's really true. And so that's what's happening, per se, in the backyard. Another thing that happened 2 years ago was Kilauea volcano is close. It's not my immediate backyard, but it's close enough. I'm in a lava zone, and this is where I built my house. But Kilauea is the most active volcano in the world. So not only do we have the tallest mountain on the east side, we also have this active volcano. You know, I'm not an expert or a volcanologist, but it has been active since the early 80s, continuously.
Okay.
So rebirth of the land is taking place. And about, 2 years ago, it started flowing in our direction. It had never, and people built here knowing they had we were in an active lava zone, but we look at history, and the flow has not come this way. So the community built up, and 2 years ago, Pele, the lava, changed its course. And so we all got a scare. And so we do have a lot going on, and it is a very, very special place that's very alive. So for people to not think that the globe is not an alive thing, they haven't had the pleasure of visiting. Yeah, the experience of visiting here and seeing it, because you feel it.
You feel
you
the
smell
energy.
it, you taste it. Yeah.
Right.
There's no way you cannot. I think they have this new age thing where it's called grounding, or you take off your slippers and you walk in the grass and feel the energy.
Yeah.
Be prepared if you do that here, because there is a lot of energy here.
Oh, I'm on my way. I'm ready. I'm totally ready to put my feet on the Hawaiian soil and feel the energy. So there's an active...
I will be right next to you.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm there. So there's an active volcano in your backyard, and you're from this island, and you're human. Were you scared what could happen to you and your family? Because I think I would be scared.
Oh, absolutely. I was really, really, I'd not experienced, my fiance just built our house. I have this baby that, we've just built our home. And now they're saying, oh, you guys got to go, be prepared. Every day we have a lava update on the radio. It's all over the news. If I'm outside cleaning, I can smell the fire.
Wow.
So I'm running around checking all the electrical. I had so much anxiety and so much, I was running around scared. I'm a mama. I protect. And so, I had to stop, and I had to say, okay, you are driving yourself into anxiety mode, and you can't. So I had to stop and take a deep breath and make sure, yes, my house is not on fire. Yes, forest is on fire. And just be safe and be informed is what,
what you have to do
in
that situation.
I was afraid, and, and, excuse me, I was really frightened. So I don't know, I can speak as Hawaiian women. When Hawaiian women are afraid, we clean. There's a storm coming, we clean, we cook, we prepare. I am nesting,
Right.
Is she pregnant? No, I'm just afraid, and that stress needs to escape. So we were taught, okay, if Pele is coming, because that's what we refer lava to, Pele is coming, and if she wants to clean her home, because this is her home, we are mere guests here, then you prepare your home to receive a guest. And that is what we did. So we went in the yard and we started landscaping. It makes some person would say, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Well, we did. We started landscaping and preparing. And I had to think to myself, I had to pretty much just tell myself, Ihlani, get over yourself. Hawaiians have a saying that says, He kaua ke kanaka, he ali'i ka aina. the
Which means?
which it means that humans are servants, land is the chief.
Oh,
So, yeah.
all hail the
So,
chief. All hail
yeah,
the
that's
chief.
right. And you are immediately taught, because I'm very Western. I was raised in this society, and so I had to stop. I had to be quiet. I had to regroup. I had to remember that I'm allowed to be here. I am a guest. And that if she decides to come here, then I will stand at a safe distance with my family, and I will cry and I will mourn, but I have to reevaluate, why did that just happen to me? What can I change? And how can I move on? And guess what? At the end of it, it really puts things into perspective, because the house is material, the gypboard, the cabinets, the beautiful flooring that I have, all material.
Right.
The babies are standing next to me, and we're safe.
Amen.
So.
Safety. So for our listeners who may not be as familiar as I am with your story, Ihelani, can you please tell us how you found yourself in the unique position of speaking truth to power to protect Mont Kilauea? And talk about the diversion, the whole debate that was going on there.
There was lava meetings because we needed to stay informed, and as Hawaiians, we don't do that. I'm cleaning. You know what I mean? I'm preparing.
Right.
So they're in my yard or cleaning. We don't go to these these community meetings, not usually. And so my son came home, and there was a meeting previous. Not that meeting, the community, most foreigners. One particular woman had stood up, and she'd said some very, I don't think it was from malice, it was just from ignorance, but it wasn't pleasant things. It was telling, she was questioning why the civil defense was being, sympathetic or even considering the host culture and why we should be sensitive to the culture. And so I just saw my son's reaction to it, because he'd watched this testimony at school, and he came home, he was really upset. So I immediately thought, this is a teachable moment. I have to show my son how to share aloha and be an effective communicator with people who are telling you you're diluted and your culture is almost non-existent and you don't matter. So I put my anger aside. I put my pride aside, and I said, okay. So we went, and I don't go to these things. I don't know protocol or whatever. And I realized it was going to be telecast or videotaped, and end up, I just wanted to show my son how to share aloha, how to be an effective communicator, and how to be assertive, not aggressive, because there is a difference.
Right, there is.
And so I took the teachable moment, and I spoke up, because we do, as Hawaiian people, look in our history, we do believe in diversion of lava. It's been done.
Okay.
The last one that we know about was Ruth Ke'ilikulani, a Hawaiian chiefess that did divert the lava. But we do it with respect. There is a way to do it. There is a way to keep people safe in today's society and still be, respectful of the Hawaiian culture. So we went to the meeting, and people were just saying, just blow it up. Why don't we just bomb it, divert it? And, you sit there and you really got to be in control of yourself, because at that point, I was not happy. You got to sit there and ask for guidance. To please, I want my kupuna to be here with me. My intent is good. And it's, I want to teach these people so that they're scared. Yes, there was a part of me that wanted to divert the lava if it's coming straight from my house. Can you not make it go to the neighbors? You get lost, But yeah. You got to get over yourself and just accept what is and why is this taking place. So I went to that meeting and spoke because I felt it was important for my children. And when you're a mother, I will sit down to dinner and break bread with the devil if it benefits my children.
Right.
So normally I would not do this because I like to live under the radar. I like to just stay in my yard and stay in my own lane. But you make decisions and you take what comes with that decisions.
And so I can only imagine how many people cared to opine after you made these statements, because we live in a very opinionated society. So was there any backlash, especially because this went viral at your local level? This whole talk that you did went viral.
Yeah, it taught me a lot, and we don't like the lessons. Sometimes we don't like the packaging that God puts the lesson in, but you got to unwrap it anyway, even if it's ugly packaging. And the packaging was 99% of the response was very, very positive and so loving, so much aloha. But that 1% or those, how many, that negative teaches you a lot, because I got fat jokes. I'm a big girl, so because it was a video, I got nice to see the Hawaiians are eating at Burger King.
Oh my gosh.
And there was no disrespect for me. I never used derogatory language, and it started to get to me. I thought I had thick skin, but when somebody's just attacking you, one foreigner said, I know of no vote that makes her the thinking person for Hawaiians, and she's an embarrassment to Hawaiians and to all thinking people. So I got negative responses, and it surprised me, but, I cannot stress out. I'm diabetic, so I had to, that's where my fiance came in and he said, you got to turn off your phone. Just turn it off. Like I said, it's easy. Just close the feed. Yeah. Turn it off. And, it's simple, but it's easier said than done. So, you learn about yourself. You turn it off. You look for what's important. I don't even know that person that was saying fat jokes. So why am I making it so big, and why am I letting this hurt me? I did what I did for my children. So you constantly got to remind yourself why and what is my intent and what is important. So.
What is important? And in this media-driven society where everybody can become a star in a minute, things can go viral in a second, whether you want it to or not. Ihelani did not ask for this to go viral, nor did she ask for the attention. She was just doing what she was taught by her ancestors to do, which was to respect the land. All hail the chief, which is the land. And I agree with you so much here, Ihelani. You have to be resilient when you put yourself out there. And in any step that I take in my life, I think, oh no, what could they say? But I know, like that sometimes you have a responsibility to bear that cross, because you have a cause that's bigger than yourself. And you picked up the cross and carried it for your land and for your people, whether they appreciated it or not. I hear you. I recognize you, and I appreciate it. I'm not there, but I appreciate the work that you did there, because that takes a lot, especially for a person that wants to be under the radar. And I can completely relate to that. So I'm proud of you, sister, for putting yourself out there. 100%.
Thank you.
And one of the other things I wanted to get into before we go, because we're running here to our time, which Ihelani and I could talk forever, guys, but you explained to me that you have to be the steward of aloha. You said it a few minutes ago while you were talking. You have to be a steward of the land and a steward of aloha, and you wanted to teach your son that. And I don't know what that means, because I always just thought that aloha was like merely a lovely greeting. How can a person be a steward of aloha?
There's many ways to live it. Aloha is a lifestyle. Aloha is a way of life. So Hawaiians have one word and many meanings. So all this positive, all this good that you are taught is kind of summed up in that word, aloha. To be righteous and to be humble, and all these things are contributing factors to aloha. Now, there are different degrees of aloha. How I just mentioned earlier, how do you, it's so easy to share love and compassion and happiness with people that agree with your thoughts and your opinions. So easy. How do you share aloha, and how do you share this positive energy with someone that is coming at you and attacking your character, not knowing you, or just bringing out this anger or these negative feelings in you? How do you do that? And that's why I said there's different degrees.
There's different degrees. Okay.
There is. because